advocate for patients who cannot speak for themselves. Refugee claimants to this country, due to their realistic fear and their vulnerability, they cannot speak for themselves, so we must speak up for them. We will not be bystanders refusing to act. If we do, we are just as guilty as those who would deny claimants health care. So we did speak up. Over 1 year ago, the board of directors of our college passed a resolution stating in no uncertain terms, and I quote, that the College of Family Physicians of Canada opposes the federal government's decision to cancel supplemental health benefits for refugee claimants under the interim federal health program. The CFPC calls on the federal government to reverse this decision. With this backing, as president of the college, I supported our organization joining a coalition of like-minded other healthcare organizations. We bonded together to speak as one voice of our concern to the federal government. We wrote Jason Kenney 3 times, yes, 3 times, requesting a meeting to share our concerns and experience as to the consequences of the cutbacks to the IHFP. And we have been ignored. Not one cordial response, even to refuse to meet with us. Our opinion and perspective is constantly sought both nationally and internationally on issues related to healthcare, and Jason Kenney and Stephen Harper ignore us. I guess they think we'll just go away. But I'll tell you something, we won't go away. We stand with you all today to demand that the decision to refuse health care for refugee claimants under the IFHP be reversed. As family doctors, we make our clinical decision based on medical need, not on refugee category or country of birth. And I can assure you, we will continue to make our decisions on need. Family docs across the country are doing so at personal sacrifice. So, our college is with you. As our board resolution states, we call on the federal government to reverse this decision. We shall not be bystanders. Thank you very much.
Dr. Buckman, so what do you think? Do you think we're going to go away? That's right. A little bit louder and we'll chase the rain away too. It's with great pleasure that we'd like to introduce our next speaker, Vanessa Wright. Vanessa is a nurse practitioner at the Crossroads Clinic and speaks today also on behalf of the RNAO. Thank you.
It's an absolute privilege to stand here today and represent healthcare communities at large, specifically nurses and nurse practitioners and Canadian citizens. But mostly it's a privilege to stand here in solidarity with the over 25,000 refugee claimants who make long, often dangerous journeys to claim refuge in Canada each year. I will also say that it's an utter tragedy that we all have had to gather here again today, 1 year later, to renounce the cuts to the interim federal health program for refugee claimants. Minister Kenney, these cuts do not just affect a few healthcare workers or a handful of refugee claimants. No, it runs much deeper than that, because refugee claimants arrive on our shores and infiltrate society as model citizens with a hard work ethic, volunteerism, a lust for life, friendship, and community. As a result of this, these cuts have created a monumental cascade of protest amongst Canadian communities at large. Hospitals, community health centers, churches, schools, legal institutions. How could these cuts have affected more people? I say this because refugee claimants are integral members of our Canadian society and our communities. These are our neighbors, our co-workers, our brothers, and our sisters. And who are we to say that one person's life and health is more valued than another's? I'm sorry, but this is not the Canada that I know. The Canada that I know makes me proud to have worked overseas in refugee camps, knowing that I'm from a country that supposedly values health for all. Why is it that now I'm back working in Toronto, I review and question specific articles related to the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights, related to Bill C-31 and our Canadian healthcare system. Article number 1, all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. Article 13, everyone has the right to freedom of movement within their country, and everyone has the right to leave their country and return. And moreover, Article 25, everyone has the right to medical care and necessary social services, and the right to security in the event of sickness, disability, and old age. This is the UN Declaration of Human Rights. What a massive contradiction within our own country. This is why these cuts are not only unjust, they're immoral, and they're unlawful. This is not the Canada that I know. And Mr. Kenny, I'm going to tell you one more thing that you don't know. The pregnant woman that arrived as an inland refugee claimant without interim federal health in place, who needed emergent ICU admission just last week, has actually done very well. The middle-aged male from a so-called safe country without interim federal health who had active chest pain and needed emergency medical care has also fared fairly well. What you don't know is that these two individuals are a small sample of many refugee claimants who are determined to make a better life for themselves in Canada. Let's not let their health stand in the way of that. As nurses, we act as gatekeepers in the majority of healthcare contexts, and we will continue to stand in solidarity with other clinicians, our patients, and community members to condemn these cuts. You can be assured of that, Minister Kennedy. And of this, on our 1-year anniversary, year after year, we will continue to support a compassionate society that we call Canada, that we are proud of, that does not ignore the health of these people who deserve our support.